Hi guys, Chris here from luxurycarhirechoice.com. Got another video for you today. Basically what I'm doing is a 10-day course which will hopefully tell you everything you need to know about supercar hire in the UK. If you're from the States, it should help a little bit in terms of like the cars when I start talking about the different cars and so on, but obviously UK prices and dealing with pounds and delivery in the UK is primarily for the UK. So if you're based in the UK, if you're interested in supercars, even a passing interest, or if you've thought about buying supercar hire for yourself or for a friend, for a birthday present, an anniversary, a gift, subscribe to this YouTube channel because I'll keep the videos coming. It may go on longer than 10 days. It depends how long it takes to cover everything, because supercar hire is quite simple, but obviously when you're driving a car that costs most of the time well over £50,000 and the majority of them over £100,000, you want to make sure that you stay safe, on the right side of the law, have fun, and yeah, not run into any problems. And you also, you know, I covered in the first video, you find it on the YouTube channel, I covered in top questions answered. You can find some quote unquote supercar hire companies that aren't really companies, and they're just lend you a friend's car or something like that, and it's really not worth doing. The prices might be good and it might be a quick way to jump behind the wheel of a supercar, but if the worst was to happen, and it's not even you primarily, if the worst was to happen and someone runs into you and there's a crash and you're not insured, it opens up a whole can of worms for you, the driver, and for your license and so on. So today what I've got for you to stay in line with that, I'll just flick the screen over and see if I can get to Premiere Velocity to show you some things and see if this works. I do apologise, I'm new to using this Hangouts thing. Let's see if this is moved. Here we go. So you should see on your screen here, I'm at the home page of Premiere Velocity. For those of you that are in a hurry and just want to check out, that maybe you found this video and you're just looking to check out cars for hire, head over to premiervelocity.com. That's who I recommend using in the UK. I've used them myself. Really, really good. Brilliant staff, and they're very obviously, well, I would say obviously, but like I say, I'll cover this in the tips. They're really knowledgeable about supercars. You obviously want to make sure that the company you're dealing with have a real passion for cars, and these guys do, and they're nice guys and they're easy to talk to. What I suggest, if you sort of are thinking about it and serious about it, is hop on over to premiervelocity.com and give them a call on 0844 335 6937. You can see it on the screen there, and just ask. I covered in the first video sort of what age you need to be and so on. The age is pretty much, if you're looking to get a McLaren or behind the wheel of a beast of a car, Ferraris, Lamborghinis, you're looking at like to be 30 years old and driving for 5 years. But if you're 28 and you've been driving for 2-3 years, it's still worth giving them a call, because I know that it's basically to do with the insurance, but it's worth asking the question. If nothing can be done, you have to wait till you're 30. But if something can, you can jump behind the wheel of. They've got a whole range of cars. I'll do another video where I talk about the different cars. If you want to see reviews of most of the cars, pop on over to luxurycarhirechoice.com. That's my blog. Subscribe to this channel, and I'll keep the videos coming. So let's move on to 7 tips for supercar hire. I thought I'd give you some really quick tips that you can follow. A lot of them are common sense, but it'll give you a good sort of run through of what to look for. First thing you should look for is a reputable company. Premiere Velocity is one, and I'll tell you why. It'll become apparent in the next tips. But you just want to look through, see some reviews, see their Facebook page, see their Twitter, and see what they do. Now, if you go to a website and it's claiming to be a supercar hire company, and it's like a car showroom, or they do something completely different, like taxi drivers. I know it sounds weird, but if they say, yeah, we'll rent you a supercar, normally they're getting that from somewhere else. And in my opinion, I'm sure it's fine in most cases, but if you're going to rent a supercar, a really expensive car, I would make sure that the company you deal with deal in supercar hire primarily. You don't have to do that. I know there's some good like wedding car hire companies primarily that also rent out supercars. I'm not saying that's bad. Just for my tips and what I suggest, especially if it's your first time hiring a supercar, make sure that's what they specialize in, such as Premier Velocity, Prestige, and Supercar Hire. So you covered there. Um, the next thing, and I can actually show you now because I've worked out this thing, I'll show you really quickly. Make sure they've got a full range and a good choice of cars. You don't just want a few cars, because if you like them, you come back. You see here, I hope you can see this on your screen. I double check when I flip it. You've got supercars, prestige and luxury, 4x4s. If I click on the 4x4s, you can see here. And this, I'll just check that's flipped over for you. Yes, it has. This is, I mean, yeah, they're 4x4s, so they're not strict. I know they're not strictly supercars, but if 4x4s are more your thing and you want to ride high, right up in your seat, and basically these are like the height of luxury driving. You can zoom anywhere in these, and actually, just show you the just trying to find it. Can't find it. There's a turbo one on here that is actually a 4x4, but it's super fast. I think it might be the Vogue autobiography, you know, and it's actually fast for the size of the car. You've also got sports cars, which are just like Jaguar XKRS, the M5, which is a beast, Mercedes C63 AMG, that's actually one of the more popular cars, and it's, you know, technically just a whacking great big engine in there, it's fast. Mercedes SLK, the Nissan GTR 550, 0 to 60 speed, unbelievable. And you've got, obviously, the supercars, Lamborghini Huracan, McLaren MP4, Aston Martin DB9, Audi R8s, and so on. So you could see there's a full range of cars there. And also give them a call. If you're wondering what car you should get, give them a call. And that leads me on to my third tip, which I've sort of mentioned. Make sure that you've got an easy contact number. You know, you don't want to just send someone an email when you're hiring out a supercar. You want to speak to someone, and you know, just to speak to someone, just to make yourself feel better. And leading on to my fifth out of the 7 tips, go and see them. I'll just click on the contact link here. Go and see them. I mean, you got they're based in, well, the Welham Green office. They're based in like London and also Welham Green office, but you could actually go and you'll see all the cars here. I'll just show you. All the supercars are in there, well, not a showroom, but in like stored there. They own them. This one's actually just come in, the Grand Cabrio. Check out their Facebook page. I'll leave that to you. On the contact us, you've got like link to their Facebook. Just trying to find it for you. Social, here we go. So you've got the social stuff, and you've got link to their Facebook, and you can actually see the cars here. And then adding to that, a little bit different, but you've got dream car events as well. And they do like corporate events. You can see some of the cars here. Absolutely unbelievable. That's really good. That's you can drive 6 supercars. They have days. I'll just click on it to show you. In all over the country, the lakes, Wales, and so on. You can see them all here. And they take all the cars up, and you can actually drive 6 of the top supercars in the world all in one day. So really, really unbelievable, but great fun. Premier Velocity, back to that. So you can see they're a real company. Going on to just show you, if I can show you here, supercars. Going on to, I won't go through the page here because it'd take too long, but another thing that you want to make sure is delivery charges aren't too high and no hidden charges. I can vouch for Premier Velocity. I've used them. That's why I'm recommending them. Delivery charges are really, really decent. I hired a car based in the north of England all the way from London, and it cost me like just under 200 quid for delivery. Which is really, really reasonable. That's right up the country. it's almost as far as you can go. If you're based in Scotland, you can still hire them. So wherever you're based, you can hire the cars. But make sure when you're going for a company, that's why I recommend Premier Velocity. Make sure when you're going for a company that they might say, oh yeah, it's really cheap, and then your delivery charge is like 2 grand or something like that, something silly, or you're paying for the mileage on the way up or the petrol. And also like hidden charges, like make sure Premier Velocity, when they deliver one of these beasts to your door, you get a full tank of petrol. Make sure that you, all these little things, make sure you're dealing with a company that's reputable like that. And lastly, last tip, make sure they got the latest cars. I've just shown you, they've just got recently Ferrari California in, an absolute beast of a car, luxury, top-down driving, and they've also got this Maserati Gran Cabrio has just come in as well, like 2014. So you obviously want you want to get cars that are updated, and Premier Velocity keep them updated. I can't remember, to be honest, the exact time. I have to speak to the guys and find out the exact times they keep the cars. But yeah, they've got a really good selection there. Head on over premiervelocity.com or give them a call 0844 335 6937, or visit me at luxurycarhirechoice.com to see some of the cars, videos and reviews. On that blog there's also some reviews of the cars and the actual car you'll be driving from Premier Velocity, so you can see the actual car, which obviously is, so you can see it's real. You know, it's not just sort of hired out from another company. Do subscribe to the YouTube if you want, and I'll keep the videos coming, and obviously let me know if you've got any questions. Okay guys, I hope that helped you with your quest for supercar hire, and as I say, let me know if you've got any questions and I'll keep the vids coming. Cheers guys.